Well, greetings, good people. How you doing out there? Listen, wanted to tap in really quick because I think I need to help you make it make sense. There's been a lot of headlines going on about Redondo, none of them good. We can change that though. We can actually change that, but none of them have been good. And for people that are still wondering why we have a pier that looks the way that it does, you know, I think it's important that we understand it's not really Centrical. It's not really about traffic. When they say traffic, that's actually a dog whistle for something else. But instead of listening to me, let's hear what our city councilman has to say. He'll explain to you why our pier still looks the way that it does and why things are going the way that they're going at this point.
We've done a better job than pretty much any area around here.
And that state law, like this new development, just does not reflect macroeconomic reality.
If you're going to pick a place to have low to medium income housing, are you going to put it next to the ocean or are you going to put it inland?
Couldn't you argue that people who can afford that kind of housing should also be able to have a water view?
Well, everybody, I would have loved when I was 20 years old to have a water view, but as many people around here have worked their way up to being able to afford something like that. So yes, everybody deserves a place to live. The question is, where do they deserve the place to live?
This city's
So, low to middle class homes, families, do not deserve to live by the beach. You need to work your way up. And this is coming from a guy who I'm almost sure I think his dad gave him a house. As a matter of fact, all of the men on our council, I believe, except Christian, um, they come from family wealth. Somebody gave them a leg up, but now you only deserve to be able to be by the beach if you work your way up. Got it. Now listen, these low income issues are not just a Redondo issue, but the way that they are being handled here is causing us to be considered one of the top cities that's having financial problems. We are right up there with Compton, okay? I'm going to leave the link for that down in the captions. And I think it's important that you understand this. We're number 12. Redondo Beach joins several cities on the brink of financial disaster. These people would rather have financial issues than to build something that makes sense in South Redondo because they don't want those people there. That's what this is all about. Those people. They bring in Zane Obaji, who helps the mayor continue to keep those people out of South Redondo. That is why North Redondo gets the bulk of all of the new housing that's coming, and 100% of the low income affordable housing because they don't want those people in South Redondo. That's where the divide is. It's not a north and south, it's not a black or white. It's a have and a have nots, and they're fine dividing our city into that. The unfortunate part is there are people that live in North that have and can and still want to be in the North. But we have a mayor that only governs for the haves and those that are in the South. Yes, this mayor that is hanging out with Kevin De Leon, the same Kevin De Leon from LA City Council that people want to resign. Why? They govern for their own, not for everybody. And that's quite unfortunate in a city as small as Redondo Beach. And now we are suffering from financial problems. You have to decide as a resident, though, if this is okay with you. Is it okay that they play us against each other in a way that allows for us to be on the brink of financial disaster? That's unfortunate. And it shouldn't be that way. Did you know that Jim Light sued the city for over $500,000? Yet he sits on every board, commission that the mayor can put him on. Do you know that Nils, the other city councilman, the city is paying over $100,000 in his legal fees because he got drunk and was getting sued by one of our businesses? So while they're pocket watching me, they probably should be, somebody should be pocket watching what's going on in City Hall. While they're wondering what's going on in my finances and with me and my family and how did I get here, because they can't believe someone like me would be in Redondo Beach and definitely don't want to see me on their council. While they're all in my business, somebody needs to be in city council's business to find out why monies are getting spent in ways that it shouldn't when Artesia looks the way that it does, while our peer looks the way that it does, and while we're continuing to be left behind. At the end of the day, that's what this comes to. Redondo Beach is being left behind because we have a majority in council that does not want those people in South Redondo. So you have to decide if that's okay for you, if that's okay. Otherwise, you need to help change leadership in the city. We are going backwards and it's not okay. So listen, I'm just trying to help you make it make sense. It's a lot been going on. I'm more than happy to have a conversation with anyone that legitimately wants to talk about things and not sling mud. So I'm very defensive about my family and my friends. I have learned to love and care for some of these people in this community as much as my own family. So I get very defensive about how they get treated. And right now, the way that District 4 and 5 are getting treated is quite unfair. I don't like it. And I hope you too decide that this isn't okay for a place that we all call home. All right, y'all. Talk to you soon.